I would like to piggyback off of what you talked about, particularly the physical health thing, right? I would recommend that you examine your ways, all of your ways. I'm speaking to you and I'm speaking to me, Tamika, that we examine our ways and see the ways that we are killing ourselves.
Yeah.
And stop it now. That means what we take into our bodies when we eat. That means what we take into our eyes when we look at something. That means when we're listening to music or movies. That means when we are surrounding ourselves around people. Everything that we ingest, we must examine ourselves. Because this body that we have is the only one that we're going to have on this planet.
Yeah.
And if filth in, filth out.
Mm-hmm.
And as a woman who is overweight and has some mobility issues, but not to the degree of Jessica's parent, it's important to eat better, drink better, and move more.
Move more.
Very important. Because it is the desire of the enemy, whoever that enemy is, whether it's the enemy Satan or the enemy government.
Mm-hmm.
Because the government is not always your friend, it can be your foe.
We've learned
Enemy government to enslave us in various ways. And some of the ways that they enslave us is what we watch, what we hear, what we eat. And if you can, buy seeds.
Yeah.
If you can, buy an arrow. I'm going to be putting some things in our description, things that you can get to help you on the process of eating better. I will also include in there a menu that I used when I was making that change from eating out all the time to changing my diet so that I could lose the 120. But it was an immediate shift because I was scared. We might be in the I'm scared phase again because of all the things that are going on in the earth. I want to share some of that with you. But the bottom line is change what you take into your body. Really important. It shifts your mind. It shifts the way that you perceive life, right? So change that. Number one, examine your ways and change them. Number two, if you are not a Christian, I recommend that you read the Bible for yourself and ask yourself, is this true? The Bible is the only book written that has lasted the test of time, and the only prophetic book written that 90% of the prophecies have already been fulfilled. We're in the last 10% of the Bible.
We're seeing it every day.
And we're seeing it unfold every day.
Yeah.
Now, I can't say I don't care if you're Christian because it's not true. I hope that every person would come to the saving knowledge of Jesus and make a decision for Jesus because that secures our eternity. But it's your choice.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I believe in Christ is I've been saved from various manner of things over and over. I should be dead. I could have died. And you might be saying, hey, Tamika, then I know people who died. And if God is so good, then why did they die? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I knew. And my heart hurts for you. My heart aches when people die. No one, I hope, dies. But the bottom line is Jesus is Lord. And I hope that you read the Bible. And if you can't read the Bible, listen to the Bible. There's the Bible apps. There's so many various ways to listen to the Bible. You can go on YouTube and listen to the Bible. There's so many ways that you can learn about God. So if you have questions about God, you can ask the questions in the comments. Why do I believe in God? We can have a conversation offline. Our email address is inside of our YouTube channel description. Send us an email. Ask us why we believe in God. We can share that information with you. We got to get it together. The foundations are being shaken, right? So 2, read the Bible and get to know, choose God for yourself. Choose God for yourself. 3, surround yourself with people who believe like you do.
Yeah.
Whether that's scripturally, biblically, financially, relationally, people that have the same desires that you do. Now, if your desires are askew, then maybe you need to course correct. Look at yourself. It goes back to 1, examine your ways and change them. So if you don't have the life that you want, then look around, and if you need to make adjustments, make adjustments. Change your friends, change your circle, change what you can. Everything can't be changed at once. Make some changes, make some decisions, shift your thoughts, shift. You're going to have to, in order for this whatever it is that we want to talk about called life, in order for it to get back on course, we're going to have to put the brakes and start turning really hard. And we're probably going to throw out some muscles in the process, because it's going to be a sharp correction, and it's going to be painful. It's going to be painful. And we spend so much time avoiding pain that it leads to pain upon pain. And then the foundation starts shaking, and we're like,
Quick.
And this is how our life looks. So if we could try to avoid some of that by examining ourselves and making those changes that we need to make, some of it will be better. It's not going to be without pain. I'm sorry to tell you that, because the stuff that we're going through as a nation right now is painful. But we have hope. We are not without hope. And we love you. And so we want to tell you the truth. Pain is part of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have come here. Listen, there's many podcasters that we love. We absolutely love and respect. And I cannot wait to meet any of them, so many of them. And many of them have been going through crap, and they go to work every day, and you would not even know that their world is totally upside down. And it's fantastic. Maybe the product of the podcast that they produce doesn't lend them an opportunity for that. And that's fine. And they usually come out after it's all been said and done, and they're, some of them at the end, they say, hey, you know what? I just want to thank my audience for the last few months. My family's been going through this, or I've been going through that. And great. You're now on the other side. But we at Ballistic Beauties, our target audience is those sisters who believe the lie, who believe the lies and are now decided to rebrand, course correct, change, go into the new direction that it's now the right time to pursue. I'm not going to say that they should have done, because God is the restorer of time. But one of the beauties about being Ballistic Beauties is that this is a great friendship that God put together. We have been through the thick and the thin, and it's going to get even thicker and thinner, and crazier and greater, and more insane. But we have Christ amongst us, and we have Christ within us. And we have an incredible support system. We're members of this other text group that I'll start every text, like, hello, mothers. And we just wanted to show that we don't always have it all together, because I'm sick and tired of everybody who has it all together. Okay, let's be honest. Let's be truthful. The crap is hitting the fan around the world, and so are we. And we got to walk through the crud. It hurts. It stinks. It's terrifying. But staying in the fetal position ain't going to do crap for us.
Nope, time to put on your boots and walk through this.
Big girl panties, put on your boots. I could take this thing off right now, but I haven't shaven, and you can see some of them. You'll see some of my bald spots and some of the areas, so I don't look like a Wakanda soldier right now. But you got to get that Wakanda spirit in you. You got gladiator spirit in you. Okay. whomever you use, it's Jesus Christ for me, and however Jesus Christ designed me. I like my soldier movies. I like the movies, the timepieces of the mercenaries where that one woman who has got the weird weapon, okay, and she wakes up and she's in battle mode from the moment she wakes up to the moment she goes to sleep. That's where we're at right now. It's not 2020, it's 2024, and it's different. The last 4 years was training ground. I don't even know if this is the pure battleground, because if it's not, holy crap, what's there? What is waiting for us? But we're being prepared. Woo, we're being prepared. Classes in session.
We're being prepared, classes in session, and I think that this would be an ideal time to start sharing some of the podcasts that we listen to that help with personal development, some of the podcasts that we listen to that are spiritual development, prayer, creating lists for the tools that we're using to navigate this time that we're in. We're not going to share the text streams because that's our personal stuff, but we can share some of the public information that can definitely help you navigate the murky waters that all of us find ourselves in at various degrees. And we want to also know from you, what type of content are you interested in consuming so that we can also create the content that you're interested in? Yeah. Are you interested in learning more about being in this age range and how your bodies change? Perimenopause, menopause. Are you interested in weight loss content? Are you interested in women who are changing their careers and you want to learn more about how to shift your skills from what you are using in corporate to the entrepreneur side of things? Do you want to learn how to make money in resources that are not things like drop shipping or things where the products are coming from other countries? The reason I'm saying all this is we need to pivot now. And sometimes you just don't know where to get the information from. If you have questions that you want to know more things about, we want to serve you, and we have plenty of resources that we can pull from to bring that information to you, and people that we can bring to this platform and talk to you about exactly the things that you're interested in knowing more about. So I think I'll create a form, Jessica, too, and create a link to that form where people can just fill out something, a poll or something like that, where we can poll our audience and see the things that they're interested in. It's going to be power packed.
The crap is hitting the fan, but the show must go on. We got to keep showing up. We got to keep showing up. Show up empty, show up full, but just show up.
Yeah. Girl. If you find that this podcast was insightful or you feel like you learned anything, please subscribe for more content like this. Until next time. Bye.